Lord have mercy, y'all. This is why I don't do this live and all this fooling off with this StreamYard. I have been talking the whole time for a little minute, and I didn't even realize I wasn't live. Anyway, happy Monday, warriors. I hope all is well. I hope all is well. As I was stating when I was just talking to myself, I'm not going to be on here before you long. I just wanted to give y'all a brief rundown on my absence, what's been going on with me, and just to update y'all, because I know a lot of people were reaching out to me on the back end concerned about where I've been and I haven't uploaded. So it's been real over here for you, girl. And I just wanted y'all to kind of know what was up. To give you a little bit of background as far as my health, for me, I have always had something called chronic leukocytosis. Chronic leukocytosis is when you have an elevated white blood cell count all the time. So I have been under doctor's care before for it, like under the hematologist before, where they had told me that I was fine. There was no cancers, no nothing, that it was just something my body went through. They took me through extensive testing back then for this. Well, this past, that was years ago, y'all. This past year, suddenly I started having these bouts of pain. Hey, y'all, if you coming in, just hit the like button, drop down and say hey to me. So within the last year, I have been battling intermittent episodes where I was having pain, then no pain. And I couldn't understand what that was about. So I had went to, my primary sent me to a rheumatologist because the symptoms I was having was that chronic pain. I was so fatigued, and then I was having hair shedding, all kind of stuff going on. So they sent me to rheumatology. The rheumatologist said they had to send, oh, hey, T. Danielle. Thank you. It's been hell. It has been pure hell. So, rheumatologist has sent me through an extensive amount of testing to the point where the labs had to be sent out to California for these special tests, basically to see if I had any kind of autoimmune diseases or anything like that, to try to see what was the cause for me having all this pain, y'all. So that was like within the last month or so. Those tests came back that I was positive for some kind of autoimmune. But at the time when I was going to that doctor, I wasn't having the pain. Thank you, G, sir, if I'm saying it right. At the time, I wasn't having the pain. So the rheumatologist said, well, even though you have a positive autoimmune test, we think it's just maybe a fluke, that you might have had an infection and your body fought it off. And thank you, T. Danielle. I know. And that this is a fluke, so we think you're okay. But I'm arguing a little because I'm like, it's a positive autoimmune test nonetheless. But whatever, I chucked it up because at that time, the pain has subsided. So she, however, saw my blood work, and she decided that I don't like your white blood cell count. I want you to go to the hematologist oncology. Now, I had told her I have a history of having an elevated white blood cell count, but now it had me more fearful because I'm having all this pain, hair shedding, you know what I'm saying? I'm feeling sick. So now I'm thinking maybe this is potentially something else. So I go ahead on and I take the referral and I go over there to oncology, hematology. That's the blood doctor for people that don't know. So I go over there again, y'all. This is all within like the last month and a half I've been going through. So first of all, he starts me on a plethora of labs and stuff, tests, running tests. I'm nervous as hell for that because now the pain has started again. Let me come on and show y'all that I am actually here. Hey y'all. So going through all of that, the pain is actually severe. There are some days where it feels like a rubber band is being tied around my muscles, my tendons, ligaments, everything. Times where I can't even get out the bed. So I'm worried. I'm panicked and telling him all about everything that's going on. So he gives me all these labs. The labs are to test if I have any kind of blood cancers, leukemias. Now my anxiety is super high, super scared. So waiting for those labs to come back. Those labs came back some weeks back, completely clear of cancer, leukemia, blood cancers, none of that. He said, I know you're not going to like it, but because I'm a thorough physician, I want to have you do a bone marrow biopsy. Now, y'all, I'm even more like beside myself because this pain is so severe and these symptoms are so severe. And I'm sitting here, and the first thing when you hear that, you think bone cancer and all of that. So I was sit down, baby. I was on vacation from work 2 weeks ago. I took a week off so that I can get all this testing that I had done. I wanted time to process everything in the event that something came back. I just knew I couldn't work like that. So in that time, I had a procedure. Wednesday would make 2 weeks ago that I had the bone marrow biopsy. I'm so thankful for my mama. I don't know what to do because I was in shambles at this hospital with the fact that I even was having to go through all of this. Hey, sis. I'm glad you on so you could kind of know what's been up with me too. My apologies for my absence lately, but it's been a lot. So my mom was there with me again 2 weeks. This Wednesday will make 2 weeks since I had the procedure. I had a bone marrow biopsy. They had to put me under for that. Not completely under, it's sedation. So they basically go in the butt cheek to get through the sacral bone. Hey there, Felicia. So they do that. I was in pain for a week. I don't even know how the hell I went to work the next day. They told me not to go to work, but all I know is to keep going. And I didn't want to lay around with that on my mind. Had the bone marrow biopsy. So from 2 weeks ago up until today, if y'all can imagine the agony that I'm having to go through of not knowing what these results are going to say. Mind you, my oncologist kept saying, 9 times out of 10, I don't believe you have anything. Hey, Candy Cane, babe. He said, I don't think you have anything, but I have got to make sure this is thorough and handled. So today was the day for my follow-up appointment, y'all. Whew. So I work all day. My appointment wasn't until 3:30. I go in there. I'm trying to gear myself up. I've been praying and fasting, going through. The rainy days are worse for me. When it's rain or cold weather, it is an exaggerated effort to get out of the bed. It is terrible. I am functioning at work, but it's like barely. So I go in there. He comes in right away. He's like, calm down. I know you worked up, but your bone marrow biopsy is free and clear. You are cancer free. You are leukemia free. Thank you, God. And he's like, I know you've been going through. And you didn't even want to have to go through all of this. However, he said, I'm thorough and I wanted to make sure that I get you off of my caseload. Thank you, Silky Black. Want to make sure that I get you off of my caseload so that we can then send you back to rheumatology to see, because he thoroughly believes that this is an autoimmune, that I have something autoimmune going on. And he's like, I'm going to speak with your rheumatologist and we're going to try to figure this out. But he said, as far as anything life-threatening, you are done with that. And he's like, for you, the biggest thing that you can do is stress relief. It's easier said than done with me being in healthcare, y'all. But not for nothing, I at least wanted y'all to know I am free from that. They are possibly thinking that it could be fibromyalgia, which is a bitch too. But I know that there's ways of managing it. But that stress is the biggest thing that I got to get under control. But when you are in healthcare, it's more than a notion. I can't even put into words to describe for y'all. Don't cry, Silky Black. Don't make me cry. I can't even put into words the amount of pain sometimes. It is, I have a high pain tolerance. So for me to feel like my body is losing control sometimes is why I have backed off, because I'm an internalizer. I internalize to process things with friends and family. And so it's like, I felt like I had no joy. On top of the pain, you get something called brain fog. And if there's any like anemic people on here, they get brain fog as well. It's where you literally feel like your brain is foggy. It's hard to focus. It's times when I would be on the Silky Black, you understand, and I'm sorry that you even going through that, because this is hell. There's times where I could be trying to hold a conversation with somebody and I just blank out. I don't, and it's nothing I can control. It's whatever is happening. I just go through this fog and it's pure hell. The fatigue, there's a difference in being tired. When you tired and you know you need a little nap to go about your way and to get yourself together is different than when you are fatigued and it is an exaggerated effort for me to get out of the bed. That is what I have been going through. So I am still working through it. The nice days when we have good weather, I feel better, mentally better, physically. The pain is like, I could tell that it's there, but it's not anything to the extent of when I have cold days or rainy days. Like, I feel bad for arthritic people and people that go through any kind of autoimmune. It is pure hell. So I just wanted y'all to know what's been going on as far as that. I have not had the drive to put out any content with all of this going on. I come in and out of people's chats as best as I can. I try to support as best as I can. But unfortunately, in the sector that I kind of was placed in, this sector sometimes is not conducive for me to watch and look at some of this shit. It don't work for me up here. So I'm thankful to y'all who were reaching out in the back end, trying to see about me, check on me. I am so thankful for the support, and I truly appreciate that. But I did at least want you to know, thanks Silky Black, and yes, Candy. But I definitely wanted y'all to know what was up with me. Today is a good day. I'm thankful today. I am blessed today. Baby, I was in that office, that doctor's office, happy dancing. I went Kojic, Baptist, Apostolic, Pentecostal, all at the same time in that office. You heard me. So I am just taking it one day at a time. I will get back to making some consistent content. I'm actually thinking of making a second channel devoted to just like my cooking, my food, lifestyle, things like that, because I'm in an algorithm that is still in the quote unquote beef sector and it's not doing what I needed to do. I'm trying to be as politically correct as I can on here today with saying that I am trying to remove myself and been working hard to remove myself from certain algorithms. So I am possibly starting a new channel devoted to just that. Because I can't dibble and dabble in the shit. I can't. So I thank you guys for coming in. If you had any questions, anything you want to know, let me know. One thing I am getting ready to start doing is going completely gluten-free. So I will take all the suggestions in the world when it comes to this gluten-free diet. Hope they rule out lupus and pharma. Felicia, we did that. That's the part that's aggravating. They did that the very first time when I complained to all of this. That's a special test that they run all those out and send it to California. The test came back positive, but it doesn't specify positive for what. There is not even a test for fibromyalgia. Fibromyalgia is a condition that is ruled out. Basically, once they say you don't have arthritis, that you don't have this or lupus, that is when they'll say, oh, well, then this must be fibromyalgia. Lupus, I have been tested for several times, and I've been negative for that. But they said it's a positive autoimmune, but it's not specific to what. And so the best thing I can do, like I said, is this gluten-free diet. Whatever I can to reduce as much inflammation in my body is what I'm starting to work on. And I hate that I'm an active person. I like going to the gym. I can't do any of that. When I go, the days that I feel good and I go to the gym, the next day I could hardly get out the bed. So now I have to do less extensive workouts. I have to try to do things like yoga, maybe water aerobics, things that are not as taxing on my body because I will pay for it the next few days. I will pay for it. So I'm trying that, but by far anybody that watches this, even on the replay or whatever, yes, Silky Black Swimming. Any suggestions, I'm certainly open to taking because this has been a nightmare. But at least that one battle, I prayed and prayed, Lord, just take that cup from me. I can't do that one. I can't do that one. So at least that one, I am in the clear, free and clear of cancers, leukemias. I am thankful to God for that. So I will be back on making some content, kicking it back out. But I just have to listen to my body day by day because it truly is a day by day thing. I feel great today. Tomorrow may be hell. So, exactly, Felicia. Exactly. So I am very thankful. I appreciate y'all again. I don't know when I will be back because there's some more stuff I want to talk about. And we'll go from there, okay? So do good to others. Definitely do good to yourselves. Come on. Thanks, y'all.